Welcome back, Spurs fans, to our yearly broadcast at this point. This is Spurs versus everything coming back to live.
Everything.
Versus everybody?
Everybody.
Hey, I got to get the kinks out, man. It's been a while. My bad. I'm Greg. This is my boy Marsha, as always. Got a lot talked about, so we might as well just go ahead and start into the game. The Spurs beat the Magic 112-103. Kind of a close game at a point, but kind of like the Spurs kind of kept the control all the way through. And there was my iffy points because you've seen the Spurs blow leads before pretty easily. So, but I felt like I just didn't feel like the Magic had enough to get over the hump to me. So, but we'll go ahead and what were your opinions on the game, Mark?
Yeah, started off hot. I mean,
yeah,
I want to say that this might have been my favorite starting lineup of the year.
Okay.
Because you had Fox. Castle was injured, so you had Fox, Vassell, Champagnie, Barnes, Wemby. I like that lineup. Minus Barnes, I would rather have somebody that can play some defense.
Yeah.
But you got shooters around you with Champagnie and Vassell, right? Fox can control the offense. When Fox is running the offense by himself, Spurs are one of the better teams in the league offensively. And I mean, for the first quarter, it really showed. They outscored the freaking Magic by 16. I mean, it looked really, really good overall. Yeah.
And
then the second quarter.
Huh? Oh, I was gonna say that's basically the big thing is offensively, they're going to be really good offensively with Vassell and everybody. But defensively is where they kind of are going to tailor off in that. I mean, they're still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, but especially with Wemby on the floor, but they're going to tail off defensively.
Yeah, but I mean,
against better offensive teams that can shoot. Like Magic can't shoot; they're not really a good scoring team.
Yeah, but I mean, to be up on them, because remember we played them earlier in the year and we were never up on them by that much. Granted, we didn't have Wemby. I get it, but I mean, to be up by 16, 17 points in the first quarter like that, I mean, it looked good. I mean, the offense was just flowing, and I like Castle, but I think he needs to come off the bench. Because trying to have him run,
definitely a different, but I understand for sure. The offense definitely flows a lot better.
It flows a lot better. He's there for defense. I get it, but you can have him in for defense off of the second unit. He's not working with the first unit. If you want shooters with Vassell and Champagnie, right, like that, with Fox being able to control the offense and be able to, score and hopefully he can get that pick and roll with Wemby down a little bit more, and then we can figure out what the hell with that spot for Barnes or whatever. I think that gives you your best firepower offensively. Now, second quarter came around, and my gosh, we went to I'm not going to cuss. We went to heck, man. We how many times are the Spurs going to give up 40 points in a quarter, bro? Like, damn.
Make sure you follow Marshall Betts on Twitter. Excellent follow during games when he's locked in.
The game, I've done a lot better this year than past years of watching games. I will say that. But my gosh, bro, like you get outscored 40-23 after outscoring them 37-21, and they were down by a point. You're down by a point at halftime.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
You're like, damn, this is going to be another loss. This is going to be another
loss. I wasn't sure, but third quarter we came out. Got control of the game. The only person I was really the only two people kinda-ish for sure. One person that was killing us was Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane he started really getting
Memphis, right? It seems like since Memphis, dogging us, always with little arms throwing us around, yelling at us. Yep. It seems like he's always animated to play the Spurs, always talking mess.
Yeah, he had it going, and Apollo got going a little bit there, but I mean, other than that. Nobody for the Magic really killed us like that. I mean,
you needed more Suggs, Anthony Black, Wendell Carter was terrible.
Believe it or not, you know who they didn't play that they played the first time that actually gave the Spurs hell was Jace Richardson, and they didn't play until like the very end.
He was a big part of why they came back and they were playing really well.
Absolutely. And I don't understand why they don't play him. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't get it. So whatever.
Might as well use him.
Noah Panda was he actually looks like he could be something. He's a little slow footed, but like he looked kind of good. I was like, okay.
I think that's where the league is trending to is like those Keldon like kind of like big thick guys that are going to be able to bully people. Pause. First pause. Yeah, he's going to be a good contributor for them.
Yeah. And then fourth quarter, Spurs kind of got in control and ended up closing out the game. Missed a lot of 3-pointers. I don't think anybody shot outside of Carter Bryant, who only took 1 3, and Keldon, who took 2. Everybody else was horrific from the 3-point line. We were 8 of 29. And my God, bro, how many free throws are the Spurs going to freaking miss, man?
Yeah.
Like, damn, man. Like, there's a point in the first half, we had 16 free throws to their 1. And we're 50% from the line. I said, if you hit your damn free throws, we're up by close to double digits.
Yeah.
Like, sheesh. Finish off from the line 22 or 32. I mean, they only had 15 total free throws, but they made 13 of them. So, I like to say about the rebounding, controlled the boards, 48 to 34 with the Spurs. Vassell looked confident. His shot looked confident when he was getting there.
Yeah.
A
little more rhythm for both those guys.
Mm-hmm. That was good to see.
Mitch did a good job of getting him. They usually get him the first shot if they want him to get involved early because he needs to hit that first shot. Otherwise, he'll just roam around and do nothing.
Yep. Carter Bryant had a nice dunk. Cornette played a lot of minutes, but he hadn't really been too impactful as of late. But I think that's because he's not really looking for a shot, which can be a detriment, at points. Yeah. But we'll discuss that. But overall, ended up getting the victory on a weird day coming from a back-to-back and not really getting much sleep,
Playing delayed, got to move game. Game was moved back.
From what was the original time?
2, I think. Was it 2?
Oh, okay. So I saw 6, and I thought 6 was.
I think it was 2 to 6, and then they moved it back again
to 8. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
I got moved up twice.
Okay,
but,
gotcha.
Good to see Dylan Harper start to get cooking a little bit. Last 3 games, I think he's averaging like 17 points. Playing really well because they were dead. Him and Cass were pretty much dead for a period of time. Where like, y'all gonna get together? Like, you hit the wall and you come back. So, but he definitely is flashing good signs as a number 2 pick. Played really well.
Yeah.
So that's
he looks confident. He's getting opportunities. We'll talk about this one particular point I want to talk about, not from this game, but continue.
Yeah, Kim and Keldon brought energy. Keldon always brings it. They play really well off the bench. Offensive flowed for a while. You saw Wemby a little bit more, bullying people a little bit, playing a little stronger. He still played weak at times where he was like fumbling the ball and stuff. He does all that stuff. But you did see a little bit more bully from him, trying to get him downhill a little bit more. Still got to work on some things for sure. But overall, you take the dub, get out of here. The W. Tidbit about this game. Apparently, the Spurs may be interested in Goga Batatse with their 3rd center and possibly centered around Sohan trade, which I don't understand for the Magic because they actually need shooting more than they need defense. But if Spurs can get I don't want to say a top center, but like a very good third center to go ahead and clear out the rotation, I think that'd be very good. I mean, I don't know what Sohan's value is out there, so it is what it is. But that's just a tidbit.
I hope they don't do that. In all honesty, I mean, he's not a bad player, but you got Cornette. He's not. What is he really going to do?
I mean, if Cornette or Wemby go down, you're going to Kelly Olynyk?
No, 5? No, I mean, there's other people out there. I think you can have an easier time or a better time.
Gostikowski's pretty good, man. He's pretty good.
He's not bad, but I don't think that's a good trade, me personally.
Nope. We freeze or what?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you froze too. I mean, we both hit that.
But the Spurs victorious, they win. This is a big game to win because if they won, Mitch Johnson was going to go ahead and coach the All-Star team, one of the All-Star teams. If not,
if they won, the Nuggets lost.
Yeah, Denver had to. So shout out to Mitch Johnson, All-Star coach. He's getting shit on every day, pretty much, but he's still number 2 team in the West. And our starting lineup has played approximately 15, 16 games together. So there's a perspective to a lot of things. And obviously we know that we're not a complete balanced contending roster with experience yet. So I think he deserves a little bit of faith.
Grace.
Bit. Yeah, grace is a good word. I guess we go to the All-Star, segue into more All-Star stuff. Wemby, our only All-Star. Okay, go.
Because I want to go back to the previous game before we go into All-Stars because we haven't talked in a while.
Game?
Yeah, we're going to go to the Hornets game, man. Okay, that game, let me tell you right now, that game pissed me off. And this is where I want to go with this because I hope I never see that starting lineup ever again in my life because that was horrible.
Vassell, Barnes, is it 2-3-4?
No. The starting lineup was Fox, Vassell, Castle, Champagnie, and Wemby. I do not want to see Champagnie run no damn 4. I don't want to see that. He's a 3 or a 2. Huh?
Didn't you say he wanted him at the 4? Or no?
No, I never said I wanted to run him at the 4. I said he's a 3. He's a 3.
Him and Barnes like the same size. I mean, Barnes is 1 inch taller than him.
But he's not physical like that. Champagnie's not a physical guy. Barnes at least.
Barnes kind of physical, yeah, a little more.
Yeah, Barnes is definitely physical for sure, but he just ain't got the defense. If Champagnie had the defensive prowess that Sohan had, we'd have a star. We'd have a
star, but
okay. I'm not saying a superstar, but he would be solid.
Solid role player.
He'd be better. He'd be a Jaden McDaniels type or better because McDaniels is starting to hit that 3 now.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess what you're.
Yeah. So, but I didn't like to see that. I told you the 3 guard lineup. You got to get off of that. They have to get off of that. Fox, Vassell, Castle. They do not need to be starting together. And at this point, Vassell's the better shooter. Bring Castle off the bench, please. Or if you want some versatility, then you can bring Vassell off the bench. But do not start those 3 guys together. That's not working. It's hurting Vassell and it's hurting Fox because you're trying to run the damn offense through Castle and it's not working.
Yeah, I think that's the issue. That's more the issue than then start because Castle is 6'7", so it's like, he's a wing size.
He's 6'6", but that's not really a wing size.
Don't start Keldon. Like he's still in 6'5".
Yeah,
so, I think that's the main issue is don't put the ball in Castle's hands to run point. Like,
no,
let it flow. Castle needs to. He's done it at UConn. I don't understand. Like the Spurs do this. Like they see players in college how they operate, and you think, okay, makes sense. This makes sense for the Spurs. This is going to make sense for what they're doing. Then they completely say, "Oh, we believe he can do this way more than everything," and they put them in a bad situation all the time. Like, just do what they did in college. It's not that rocket science. Like, stop drafting and pretending like you can do something totally different with them. Like, just go off their college tape on what they were successful. He won a national championship. And if he doesn't want to sacrifice, then he can leave. Because this is about winning. This is about winning. This is not about the Castle show. This is not about individual play. This is about a team and winning. And
absolutely.
And we saw the potential with him in that Rockets game. About defensively what he can possibly bring and how dynamic he's going to be. Maybe they don't fit together. Maybe Fox and Castle just do not fit together, and you need to make a decision. Or, like you said, Castle needs to go. There were rumors about Keon Ellis possibly being a Spur. I thought he was a 6'6" former point guard in college. That's a POA defender. They can shoot. That you could possibly make a move off of Castle at that point if you get Keon Ellis. That didn't happen, but that was an interesting tidbit to say, hey, we'll bring in, another POA that can shoot. So.
Yeah, when they talked about the Spurs are interested in him, I said, please don't. That's not a good. That's not a good trade.
I think it's an excellent trade. Definitely an excellent trade.
He's a POA, but that brings you another guard to an already crowded backcourt. And we know what the Spurs do when they have so many guards. It just does not work. Yeah, I don't need any more guards.
Yeah, I definitely need a Keon Ellis. I think it's just like saying you don't want Luke Cornett. Like, you need a backup POA defender when Kals is off the floor to maintain your defense. So that way you have elite POA defense and elite rim protection. Then you can work on, because now Castle and Fox have POA defenders next to them, which they need because they're not good defenders. They're decent defenders, but probably Harper's going to be the better defender overall. But they need POA defenders next to them and rim protectors. So getting that and then working on your wings from there and improving that, because you already got Champagne locked in, right? That's probably, maybe you can upgrade from him off the bench. Who knows what they're going to do? But you can go from there. So I don't know. I really like the trade if they were going to make that.
Yeah, I would have hated it because you would have had a crunched up backcourt still. Some guys are probably getting the short end of the stick. You're probably going to hurt Harper's development, which is stupid because he's balling. You already know they would have played Keon, and Harper's minutes would have reduced immensely, and you would have already gotten a shorter leash, which...
Well, I think at that point, Castle's minutes decrease. I would decrease Castle's
because they should,
he can't shoot. He can't shoot, and there's going to be times in the playoffs that you're going to need somebody to shoot. It's going to be a POA defender that can shoot at the same time. So
I agree.
Just like you need somebody to bring in for Barnes at times when he doesn't have it anymore. It can't be Keldon to bring in. It has to be somebody else. Like we can go to Keldon right now. It's fine. But in the playoffs, you might want to have somebody else come in.
Sure.
So it's just
I'm telling you, they wouldn't have done it. The Spurs wouldn't have done it because Mitch he just loves Castle. He loves having the ball in Castle's hands. It would have hurt Harper. That's why I don't want Keon Ellis, because that would have destroyed what Harper's already building right now. That would have been a stupid trade. If you didn't have Castle, then I could have said yes. I'm telling you right now, to your point, you make a great point, and I agree with you in that. That's not what the Spurs would have done, and that would have really, really hurt Harper, and that would have been screwed up. So that's the reason why I didn't want it. To your point on Cornette, yeah, you had to get a freaking backup center because it was just Wemby, and you're running Sohan at the 5, and he's not a 5, which is why the Spurs misused him, in my opinion, and screwed him over, even though I wasn't the biggest Sohan guy to begin with. But you got to admit when it's a fault. So having said that, Harper was balling. He was probably your best player against the Hornets. And then you played him 1 minute in the fourth quarter. Why? When he is going the hell off.
Yeah. And Mitch has up to this point, Mitch has done a good job about playing the hot hand. He's gone with a hot hand. So it was kind of mystified that he wouldn't go to Harper when he's playing well, because we've seen him sit Castle. We've seen him sit Vassell. We've seen him not go to Keldon in the clutch. We've seen a bunch of times where he's gone with a hot hand. Champagne's been in there at times when he was cooking. So that was a weird decision for sure.
Because Fox didn't give you virtually anything.
Yeah.
I would have had Castle at this point, because Castle actually didn't play too bad. I would have put Castle, Harper, Vassell was 50%. That's fine. You can keep them in, I guess. Wemby and Champagne. I mean, hell, freaking Barnes played more minutes than Harper did off the bench.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
That just mystified. I mean, the Spurs went down pretty bad. The Hornets were attacking. And another thing I want to mention, and I noticed this not just in the Hornets game, also in the Magic game, and then some other games about that. Wemby, my guy, or Spurs. It's one of the two. It's either Wemby needs to get his ass out there and guard and quit trying to stand back so much, thinking he needs to have his presence, because he's leaving people open rather than actually getting out there and putting a hand up. But if you know he's not that type of player, then quit putting him in that type of position and get somebody else that can go out there and guard. Because I'm tired of seeing guys open and then Wemby's way back and then having to close out so far and trying to use his length. It's not going to work all the time. And the Hornets are doing a good job of swinging the ball around, making a move. When teams make Wemby move, he gets tired and he's not going to go out there and guard. So if you know he's not that type of player, you need to play somebody who can get out there and guard, a.k.a. not Harrison Barnes, a.k.a. maybe the Sohan or whoever the hell you're going to trade for.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, that's a point. That's why I don't really like Wemby at the 4 because that makes him a perimeter player where he has to be out there switching, chasing shooters, doing stuff like that. But he has no backline protection. Like,
No.
I mean, Champagne's probably there, like a Danny Green kind of Derek White kind of backline defender. He can block shots. Castle can wall up, but there's really no secondary rim protector back there where he can feel comfortable coming out of the paint. And it seems like the Spurs are really gun ho about protecting the paint. And it's shown that we struggle against covering the 3 for a reason. It's just we don't have the necessary pieces still. The speed, the IQ, the all the things you need, the experience, the being locked together, all those things are missing from the Spurs. And that's why we were just happy that we're playing well and we're second seed, but we also know like we run into a hot team that can shoot, we'll be out of there.
Suns, more likely the Suns. I mean, they beat us twice.
They're going to be one of the most. They're going to be, if they can get the right player, they'll probably be up there with Golden State all time as one of the better offensive teams that have ever played. They have to make a big trade, but if they do it, they're going to be really. I've always said they're like what Golden State thought they were going to get with Poole, Moody, Kuminga, and all those guys. I think the Hornets actually built the next kind of like Warriors, like supreme shooting team. I think LaMelo is better than Poole. I think Kneppel is better than Moody. Brandon Miller is better than Kuminga. Just about getting that four down. If they can get, like, if KD was there instead of Houston, like, they'd probably win a championship and then get a center. They'd probably win a championship, not gonna lie. And they all stay healthy. They'd probably be one of the best offensive teams. But that's them, so I don't really give a shit.
Okay, so do you trade for MPJ?
I'm just worried about his defense. Brandon Miller, Kneppel. I mean, Kneppel, I don't know if that's enough defense, really, you know?
Okay.
But if Brandon Miller can step up, Kneppel has to step up away a lot too, and LaMelo, then and they get a really good rim deflector. I mean, that's the type of player you would want for sure, MPJ style. But they really need like a Scotty Barnes, like that's what they wanted with Tijon Shalon, is kind of like that connector, Scotty Barnes, kind of like floor spacer, but can also do like rebound and defend really well. Basically, Sohan too, like Sohan, they can shoot. That's what they kind of need at that point. But so whenever they get that player, and then they need like a top line, if they get a top line center.
Yeah, would you? They had a Mark Williams. They let him go because they were worried.
Everybody else, they're good. Their second unit is already going to be good. Like Kalkbrenner is going to be good. Grant Williams, I don't know how long he's going to be there, but he's a good veteran piece. They've got some guys in the mix. Liam McNeely, Sion James. I don't know about Colin Sexton's going to be there long term, but they got some guys. They got some guys that can get off the bench too. It's just two pieces away, I think, from being a East contender. Obviously, health. They're never healthy either. So
that's true. That's why I didn't believe in them. But they're one of the hotter teams in the league right now.
Yeah, they won 7 straight now. 7
after the win today. Let me see here. They have won. Yep, 7 straight. They're a game behind Atlanta for the 10th seed.
Shit, man. I don't know.
They might make the play-in.
They should go for it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. They're kind of in no man's land. But
so go for it. But anyway, that game. I mean, Houston game.
Brandon Miller, that's the Spurs game for sure.
Brandon Miller.
That'd be tight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The Houston game was the last one I wanted to tackle super fast. I mean, started down early. I thought we were going to get blown out by 20, and then the Spurs just turned it around. I said, okay, Harper breakout for sure.
Yeah.
I love the confidence. After he got in the layups and he was flexed.
He's got a little shit talking to him. I like it. We need that shit. We have a lot of guys like, okay, my hair. Oh, I gotta eat. I'm hungry. No, we want some shit talking. We want some bowdies, man.
I like it. They look good. I'm very surprised that we won that game. The Spurs won that game. So
yeah.
Okay. All-Star game. Yes. Go ahead. Take it away.
Let's see. Miss Johnson, coach. Wimby only All-Stars. Everybody else got 2 stars around us. How do you feel about the Spurs only getting 1? You think that's legitimate or?
It's legit.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's legit. I mean, if Fox was averaging 24, then I'd be like, yeah, put him in there. He's barely averaging 20 points a game. Why am I going to put him in there?
Yeah.
You know
I get it, man. I get it. I don't. Yeah, he'd be the only one you really make a case for. Like
Castle.
He had a hot streak for a while, but then I think some of it's dumb, some of it's just naturally falling off. That blistering pace. So yeah, Spurs got 1. I mean, kind of Spursy thing too. Like, always felt like we could have got another player in once or twice throughout the time periods, but it is what it is.
But boy, do I have some issues with the All-Star roster, but we'll wait.
Dylan Harper, Steph Castle, teammates on Team Melo. Pretty cool. Shout out to Melo. Appreciate you, my guy. Hopefully they ball out. I don't know about Castle now. Like, he's got that left abductor.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what All-Star is like 2 weeks away. So let's see.
Yeah. What else?
Carter Bryant in the dunk contest.
Yeah. The guy that can't really dunk in game all of a sudden decides to go ahead and be like, he takes the Castle advice and says, you know what? This can probably help my profile. This can help the Spurs be relevant. Part more of the festivities. So we'll go ahead and do it. He's got major hops. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know he had the hop like that. So he's got hops. So we'll see what he can do.
It's creativity. I just don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of a little like, you're like, it's like, do I want to see Jason Tatum in the slam dunk contest? Like, like even Jason Tatum maybe has a little bit more creativity.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, he's gonna see what we got. I'm gonna see. I mean, it's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
It's nice. It's crazy that we're having guys in the slam dunk contest. Like,
I know, man. Once upon a time, I think the Spurs ever had anybody in the slam dunk contest?
Nah, like probably I mean, we could have. There's probably a couple guys. I mean, we've had some guys with hops, but I can't think of anybody that really.
I don't know. I mean, Brett Barry played for us, but he won the championship was dunk contest with the Clippers.
Yeah. Shout out to the White Hope. Holding it down. David Jones Garcia, I think he's the top scorer in the G League. He's going to be a part of the G League team or I don't know where he got drafted, but he's going to be on the team. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Who else is part of the festivities? I think that's it, right?
Were Castle and Harper a part of the? I know they're on the same team. Are they also part of the skills challenge or something? Maybe I got that wrong. I probably read that wrong. Never mind.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember the skills challenge being.
I don't think they've done that. So never mind.
All right, but got some Spurs in the All-Star game. Fun times.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the trade deadline is a few days away. It's on Thursday. Yep. Okay.
Ooh, here we go.
We know Sohan's probably out of there.
Yeah. The reports are that his team went to the Spurs to seek a trade, and they're trying to find a place that works for both people.
Yeah. So I saw a mock trade, and probably it's probably the most realistic mock trade.
Yeah.
Maybe minus one tweak. But we'll see. The mock trade said that the Spurs would send Sohan, Kelly Olynyk, and I believe it was 3 second rounds. It was 2 or 3 second rounds, and then that pick swap to the Washington Wizards for Bilal Coulibaly and Marvin Bagley Jr.
That's good pickups.
Right.
I don't know how you'd have to play Bag at the 4. How you feel Bagley at the 4, or would you 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 can sub in Wimby and you can put them together. They can.
Yeah, you can. So Bagley's actually having a pretty solid season off of the bench, right?
Mhm.
My concern that I don't know, I got to watch more Wizards games, but looking up numbers, he wasn't in the more of the top of the defensive. I think he's
He's
like
struggling guarding the rim.
Yeah, so that is a little bit of a concern. But if you have him out there with another big, I mean, hell, why not? Because the thing that I am a little disheartened with Cornette is he doesn't look for a shot really much at all. He kind of gets out there and he's like, with Bagley, if Bagley's in the game, Bagley's gonna look for a shot. Oh, he's gonna look for a shot. And then at the same point, he can run the floor too. So you know Wimby to kind of throw that lob, and he liked trying to throw that lob with Sohan, which they got a little bit. Bagley's more athletic, and he's definitely a tougher rebounder too. So I wouldn't mind getting that. And then with Koulibaly, if I remember correctly, he's not a bad defender himself. Can't really shoot. Elite. I know that.
He's elite.
Okay. He's a solid defender. Can't really shoot, and I get that. But I mean, hell, to have somebody that can come in there and lock down, and then I mean, maybe you can develop him into a decent shooter. But if I recall, he had a couple of hot streaks where he was scoring and kind of getting to the rim, and at least he would be aggressive to score. So that would, to me, would be an upgrade for this team. I mean, I would like it. I think that is the best trade and most realistic trade for the Spurs right now. Maybe you take out that pick swap and you don't throw that in there. But I mean, if Washington does want it, if Washington would want the pick swap that the Spurs have, they got to give me some type of pick back as well.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'm making that deal, because I'm not giving up 4 picks, including that pick swap, only for Bagley and Koulibaly. I'm not doing that. You got to give me something back.
Yeah, I got to check Koulibaly's contract. Let's see if he's up to be paid. And he came out in the Wimby, right? Wimby draft.
I believe so. So Bagley's on an expiring deal. He's making $2 million. Koulibaly's making $7 million. So he would have 1 more year in his deal.
Yeah. 2 things that would I would like it. I mean, I like the thing. And 2 things is I don't think the Wizards want to give up Koulibaly, even if he's destined to be a backup. I think he'll probably stay in there, or they'll include him in a different package for something bigger. And number 2, I think the Spurs are just too enamored with Carter Bryant, trying to develop him, and so I don't see. I mean, in the playoffs, I would rather have Koulibaly than have a little bit more NBA experience, than Carter Bryant probably won't even play in playoff situations. But yeah, I see what I like that trade for sure. I think it addresses. Because you could play Bagley at the 4. I think Bagley at the 4 could work with both rim protectors in spurts, and then Koulibaly gives you a wing defender that can in theory he can he's basically OG without the shot, without any offense,
right?
And it's one of those it could be Kawhi, we'll make him into Kawhi kind of situations again.
And I think Harrison's on an expiring deal too, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, in all honesty, if you're not enamored with Bagley, you can let him go, but you would keep Koulibaly for sure and keep him with that young core and have that French connection with him and Wemby. I think that makes a lot of sense. And you're not going to have to pay him a whole bunch. Like he's probably going to, maybe 10 million a year. I would say maybe 10 million a year, 12 million a year, in the early stages going on. Right. So you're basically
comp. What is his comp out there?
What is his comp? Would you liken him to
who's a wing defender that can't shoot?
Jerry Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I would try to get that contract for sure. He's lesser than Kamani, because Kamani can shoot.
Oh, Tamara.
Yeah, they're like the same kind of like wing defender. Let's see who's getting paid.
Tari Eason.
Tari's a better shooter for sure too.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't know if he has a comp out there. I mean, his comp is pretty much Sohan.
But he looks for a shot. He's a little bit more aggressive. Maybe the early stages, McDaniels.
Yeah. Where's Clippers? Blazers. What is? I guess repair making. Oh, he's not even installing a rookie deal. I don't. What did Zaire Williams get?
He's with the Nets right now. Yeah.
That would probably be my closest guy that I would pay. What is? Let's see, Nets payroll. I never will probably look at this ever again. $6 million. Is that is still his rookie deal? About $6 million. So whatever backup wing would, yeah, $6 million. Harry Wood.
I don't even know. I don't even know where he is
on the Nets. Yeah, I think I would give him under 10 if I believed in our shooting coach. Another thing too, because I don't know.
I was looking for. Oh, I misspelled his name. That's why. Okay, he's averaging 9.5 this year. Okay.
But yeah, that's a nice swing for the Spurs on two players.
Yeah, he was. Oh, actually, sorry, Zaire. Zaire was the
14th pick, 17th pick.
No, he was the 10th pick in
that Primo draft.
The Primo draft, yeah. So I guess he's about to potentially get, and then Bilal was in the Wemby draft. He was 7th. Yeah. And their numbers are very similar. Yeah. I mean, what so he's shooting his rookie year. He's actually shot kind of decent from the three. He's 34.6%. And then he's just declined every year since. And his field goal percentage has declined every year since. Though his free throw percentage has gone up.
It's a good indicator of a shooter.
Yeah.
Still got to shoot, though. You still got to prove it, even though it's a good indicator.
Yeah. So he went from almost 35% his rookie year to 28.1% to 26% this year. I mean, it is the Wizards, so maybe he gets that going. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then if I'm looking at a guy like Bagley, who was a number 2 overall pick, mind you, he's off the bench. He's averaging 10.1 points per game off the bench. This year, he's shooting 62.8% from the field, 42.1% from the 3-point line, but he's only taking 0.2 to 0.5. So he don't really got to take a whole lot of them, which is fine. He's about a 70% free throw shooter. He's getting 2.6 offensive rebounds a game, which is actually not bad, at least coming off the bench.
Yeah.
5.7 rebounds overall. 0.7 blocks, right around his average, and only 1.2 turnovers, which is right about his average. So I mean, yeah, I would take. So here's the reason why I would do that. I agree with you. Wemby is not necessarily a 4, right? Yeah. But he's not. He's a help side defender. I think that's his best attributes because he's getting those chase down blocks.
I think it's the opposite. I think he's more of a rim deterrent, a guy that scares people coming in. I don't think he's very good at help side defending. I think you could see him scrambling. He doesn't really understand. Like, he doesn't have natural shot blocking ability. His ability to process like off ball stuff is kind of get through screens, and I mean, he can do it for sure, but I just don't think he's at that level.
He's a help side rim protector. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we're watching guys get to the rim and they don't see him and he's throwing it off the glass, but he's not getting out there and guarding. And then at the same point, he's also hesitant because who else is there to really, guard the rim? And when you have him and Cornette, that's not a good look either because both of them are getting cooked. So if you get Bagley and just tell him, just keep your arms out and stay, stay long.
Yeah.
That could potentially help. Or with the Koulibaly, also Koulibaly, I think would give you some aggressiveness. And then if you can have Wemby and Bagley run the floor together and throw that, I think that I honestly feel like that with Bagley and Koulibaly are ready to help the Spurs win right now. So that,
yeah, I get the point for sure.
I mean, Miles Turner would be my ultimate guy.
I'm
still the Miles Turner. I'm still a Miles Turner fan.
But I understand. Texas,
somebody that can just run the floor, outside of Wemby. I mean, a bruiser. You would like to have a bruising big. Like a Jalen Duren.
You love that bruising big, dog. You love that bruising big.
Congratulations to Jalen Duren on his All-Star selection.
Okay.
Well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I hate seeing it because he should have been here. But anyway.
Give us beef stew. I want beef stew, though. Give me beef stew.
Beef stew is tough, too. I like beef stew. So, but, yeah, you need a bruising big, man. I mean, you just – I don't want to see Wemby take that punishment, man. That's – something I don't like seeing him being on the floor, potentially almost really shattering.
Throwing him around. Desmond James of the world, like they're
he almost shattered his ankle trying to guard Şengün.
Yeah,
that one time I'm just like, oh my god. But I mean, it's the little guy. Like Brooks said on I forget what podcast he was on, but he was like, oh yeah,
some streamer, right? Neon.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I got him figured out. He's like, you just got to get into him. And I'm like, he's right, though. That's really what you got to do. You don't put this. Exactly.
It's like he's crowded. You get physical with him. He puts the ball on the floor. You attack him.
Absolutely.
And that kind of screws them. Like they have to be a really fast passer, and it's not easy for someone that's focused on scoring all the time. So.
And also, if you don't have the personnel around you too with the shooters, it's like, damn.
Also, Wemby's got to learn. I mean, I think people think he's already a complete player. Like everybody went through struggles. Like everybody had to overcome different challenges, and learn different things. Throughout the history of the game, the greats had to overcome, certain teams and certain schemes and certain things to be great. And so that's what makes you great.
Yep. Last thing I wanted to say, and then we'll move on. Last night, Jared Allen went off for 40 points.
Oh, yeah. Random.
But just cuts and just post moves. And I mean, just a phenomenal footwork of what he did.
Yeah.
I need Wemby to start doing some of that. I need him to start doing some of that.
Yeah. I thought we had it. At the beginning of the year. I thought we worked with Garnett. We worked with Hakeem. We're going to start doing some Wemby shaking. He was drop stepping. Getting past people, I was like, all right, we're here. And then all of a sudden now it's back to Porzingis pulling up threes, KD dribbling.
Yep.
And I'm just like, no, let's go back. But they also are crowding them, like they do play defense, like where they know not to let them get to the rim. Like everybody's like, just get to the rim. Like the defenses are geared to not let them do that. Like everybody's like P&R. I'm like, bro, you look at the defense is giving, like it's taking away the P&R. Like people know what to load up against right now. Like you don't like you said, you don't have the shooters to get them out of it.
So but anyway, that's that.
All-Star game. Spurs next 5. Let's see who the Spurs play the next 5 real quick.
Wednesday against the Thunder.
Ooh, we own them for some reason. That's our
we'll
team.
See. We will see.
We tend to own Chet.
Because
Chet starts pissing down his pants when he sees Wemby.
Well, they got us last time. I'm gonna let you know this. If the Thunder come in and handle the Spurs in San Antonio, I'm going to be slightly worried because we beat them early on when we were hot. Now it's just kind of
why are you worried? Why I get this from a lot of people. Everybody's worried and like this is not a championship team. Like I don't know, like why are we worried about regular season games against?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm already worried of what it is because I don't want to be one and done. But let's just say, you lose this game, then you were happen to meet the Thunder in the playoffs, and I'm like, ooh, that could go either way.
Great
Versus
ratings. Great ratings.
great rating, and I'll be like, ooh, that could go either way.
That's better
Versus
than us getting smacked. Like a lot of people last year coming in this year to been like, oh, the Thunder roll is 4-0. It's like, I don't think so. Not this year. Like, I think we give them a little fight. Like, if not, take it to 7. So
I don't know about 7. I guess for me, it's just recency. It's recency. Like they recently beat us pretty bad in one game. I mean, it's one game. I get it.
I know, we beat them a couple times.
For sure. But that was when we were rolling. And now since we've been struggling, though they have kind of been struggling too, they beat us again, and they without Caruso and Williams, J-Dub, and Mitchell, then it's just like, damn. All right. Well, now we got something else.
They were going to beat the all-time winning record. Like,
no, we knew that.
I mean, we knew that was going to happen, but like,
no,
that's where people are putting this team. So I don't know, like, why we're so mad about like losing to that team if they're supposed to be that good, like, and they're number 1 in the whole league right now, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not mad. I just said I'm just a little concerned. I'm more pissed off.
Like, you're getting concerned about losing to a better team. Like, I don't understand, like, the logic. Getting,
because
if you know a team is better than you, like, why are you like they're better than us? Like,
well, that's the thing. I don't think that they're better than us.
I don't either. So
but that's my point. So if I don't think that they're better than us, but then they end up beating us, even though they have the better record or whatnot, then it's just like, all right, well now. Okay, because I don't think the Suns are better than the Spurs, but yet they beat us twice. I don't think the Timberwolves are better than the Spurs, yet they beat us twice.
No, I think the Timberwolves are better than us.
Oh, I don't. I don't think that we held the Spurs held the lead on the Timberwolves by double digits in 2 of the 3 games. They're not better than us. We just don't know how to close games. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, they're not better than the Spurs.
That means they're better. They know how to close games.
No, they're not better than the Spurs. The Spurs figure that out. They're not, and we got them the last time. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it was a struggle game, but hell, you get them the next time, then it's like, all right, well, can they actually beat us? It's just different.
Yeah. I just think, I mean, if you don't think, so you don't think the Spurs are a championship team, right?
They're a piece away, but they could potentially, if they're playing at their hottest and best.
It's a yes or no, Doc. Like, I don't need qualifications. Like, are they a championship team or not?
Right now, no.
Okay, so there are teams that are better than us, right?
Can be.
Is that the statement? So
there can be teams that are better than us, but as of right now,
like, I don't know why. Then, why is people concerned then?
You're talking all this about it's kind of like how they say styles make fights, right? Yeah. Certain play styles beat other play styles, and the Spurs have the play style and the matchup to beat the Thunder as of right now. Now we'll see Wednesday if the Thunder come back and get us. Then it's just like, all right, well, they got us twice in a row.
We're not fully healthy either.
Huh?
We're not fully healthy either. Like,
neither are they.
Regular season games that no one's really healthy or really trying to, like, it doesn't really mean anything.
Well, they're not healthy either.
Yeah, but it doesn't really mean anything until the playoffs. Like, it doesn't really, like, we won't know a lot of things until the playoffs. Like, a lot of people can say teams are great and players are great, but your legacy and everything that you really are is defined in the playoffs.
It is.
Like, you can throw all the regular season, you can lead the league in scoring, all that good stuff, and you get thrown out every year in the first round or don't even make the playoffs. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could be the greatest team on paper and run through everything. We've seen it with the Spurs. Run through everything and then lose. So all that stuff doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, it's about what you do in the playoffs.
That's cool and that's fine. And they got to go out and play. But as a fan, I don't feel I feel less comfortable that they lose the second game and get manhandled because of recency. They win this game. I'm like,
they're supposed to be the better team.
They're supposed to be the better.
I don't understand, like, why.
No, their record says. I mean, hell, look at the Cavs last year. The Cavs had the best record in the league. They were supposed to be the better team, and what ended up happening? They ended up getting smacked and lost out of the playoffs. Right?
Yeah, I think
because they didn't have the right.
I think a lot of people just want to be mad for some reason. I don't know, like,
yeah,
just be like mad at the Spurs, like, oh, they're not. Like, you lost the regular season game against the Thunder. Like, is it really that big of a deal?
People get mad, but at the same point, I said, as some fans can be concerned, and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? The Thunder are supposed to be better based on their record or whatnot. But if the Spurs beat them 3 times already, and only lost 1, you lose the second one, then it's just like, all right, we beat them 3 times, but they got us the last 2. Okay, I don't know if that's the way we want to necessarily go with it.
3-2, then the series would be 3-2, right?
Yeah, it would be 3-2.
So what if the series is 3-2, what fan base should be more concerned?
Oh, definitely would be the Thunder if it was 3-2. But again,
I think that's just a lot of recency bias. That's a lot of
it's a lot of recency bias.
It's not taking in the whole complete season.
Right. I mean, if you're up on a team 3-2 and you played them, straight times, yes. You had time in between, teams change, things change, systems change, whatever. Then it's just kind of like, all right, well, they might actually be able to have our number now. Like, I remember when the Spurs got swept by the Rockets and by the Thunder when we won the championship in 2014, right? Yep. We got fortunate enough that the Blazers knocked out the Rockets and then had to go to the Thunder. And I was like, shoot. And then the Spurs were able to beat them.
Yeah.
And then win the championship there. So, and granted, I think the Spurs had the best record in the West, if I'm not mistaken, too. Mm-hmm. So the Spurs had the better record and prevailed, but overall in the season they weren't the better team. Thunder had the better team than the Spurs did, but the Spurs in the playoffs did it.
Yeah,
and they're able to finally figure it out, which was awesome. And then there was the other season, I think it was 2016, where the Spurs beat the Thunder during the regular season 3-1, and then lost in 6 to the Thunder. It was when the Warriors went 73-9, and that season. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh yeah, we should get them. And no,
that Spurs team will be forgotten, but that team, I mean, just because of the Warriors, but
yeah, that Spurs team was phenomenal. 66 wins, franchise record. You know what I mean? And you didn't even make the conference championship. It's crazy.
Yeah, it happens like that. Sometimes there's just juggernauts, and you have to go at it.
Yeah. So
I would say, like, if before the season I told you in a series the Spurs would be 3-2 against the Thunder and they end up losing 5-3 the next 2 games, you'd be like, okay, we weren't meant to be it. We weren't. What? Okay, what is it? Best of 5? Best of 5?
Best 4 out of 7.
Okay, 4 out of 7. Okay, so the Thunder win 2 straight games and win 4-3 the series after we won 3-2. You'd be like, that was a successful year. We weren't meant to win a championship. We now know what we need to fix. Everybody has more experience. That's a big dub for me, in my opinion. I don't look at
missed
it as
opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the overall. Yeah, okay. Overall, like, we wish the Spurs would make the trades, that necessarily the pieces they need, bring in the players, and go at it. And that's not most likely not going to happen, right? Just because a lot of things. So, but to me, we acknowledge that the Spurs don't have a championship roster or the experience to win. So everything they do this year is just pretty much just gravy, whatever they accomplish, unless they drop to the 7th or 8th seed or whatever. Then you're like, okay, that was a bad.
I will say, I mean, and granted, this is the end season tournament, but I mean, they got to the championship for the end season tournament, so they beat everybody that they were supposed to beat. So when they're at their best, as I was saying, they could have a championship roster as of right now.
Oh, now you're saying they are a championship.
They absolutely could.
Okay.
The trades make it surefire.
Okay, now we're clarifying.
But that's what I was trying to say. But you're like, no, don't go one way.
No. You were. I was saying, are we a championship roster? And you said no. And now you're saying we are. But then
at the beginning, I said, no. At the beginning, I said possibly we could. I said if we're playing at our best the way we were playing early on in the season, absolutely we could be.
Okay, so then we.
But the way we're playing, I just don't
like the possibly. It has to be yes or no. It just you can't
But it is a possibly.
That gives you it's possibly that. Well, what is that? That doesn't even mean an answer. Is it yes?
It is an answer.
Roster? No. It's like
what is an answer?
Maybe.
It is an answer when they're playing at their best. Yes. When they're playing
then,
at their
yes,
best, yes.
they have a championship roster. If they can win a championship playing at their best, then you're saying they have a championship roster.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like,
okay, that's fine.
It wasn't like a maybe question. Like, I think as analysts and stuff, you have to pretty much, you can't. I don't like analysts that straddle the fence. I see that a lot in sports media. A lot of people like, well, if this happens, then this and this and this. I understand bringing nuances and stuff and styles make fights, like you said, and analyzing things like that. It's important. But also, there's a lot of people that just don't want to be wrong, and they want to be the straddle the fence in the middle, like maybe or perhaps or no. Like, just say yes or no and just take it. Like, if you're wrong, cool. If you're right, then load up on I was right thing. But like,
I mean, if I'm wrong regardless of it.
Yeah,
but
we're always going to be wrong or right, you know?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But to like for the trades that I'm talking about was only because of how the Spurs have been playing as of now. If they were still playing as great as they were early on,
Harrison Barnes, Player of the Month.
yeah, surefire. I'm like, yeah, we can win a championship. You know what I mean? But as now that they're playing, no.
And that was our prediction before the season, right? It was 6 seed, maybe playing, possibly non-championship, and now
they've exceeded expectations.
Yeah, so I think that's where everybody gets lost. Like, the expectations weren't 2nd seed championship, and now I think a lot of fans are gonna like, okay, they changed their expectations now. Now they're like, okay, well, we have to win because we're the 2nd seed. Like, but you weren't even high on the team to begin with. So like, why all of a sudden you have to put like? I just think a lot of fans. And there's some good fans that like are honest and good opinions and try to be forthright, but there are a lot of people that just want to shit on the Spurs. Let's be honest. There's a lot of people that want to say, "Hey, look, the Spurs are shitty. Look at them. They don't know what they're doing. Whatever, blah blah blah." It's like, well, I mean, you're the 2nd seed. I don't know how shitty you can be. Try to bring all the opinions are important, and discussing everything is important. But some people are like, well, I don't know if it's just a lot of fans. I understand fans, so it's fanatic. They're very highly emotional.
Sure.
And I think, and that's fine after a game. I get it. Everybody has to like do their thing, and they want, a lot of people want to get their likes and popularity up and stuff like that, and they have to be boisterous and stuff like that, and do the Stephen A. Smith stuff, but you gotta like think too, like, you gotta calm down and think logically at sometimes, like, and just calm down and really analyze and look at everything and the whole picture, the totality of everything. I don't think sometimes, and that's why we have the show, right? Everybody puts everything in perspective. Like, it brings both the short term and like the intense emotion, but it also brings the overall clarity and the whole picture of things. So
yeah, I agree, man.
Well, round the league, got some round the league stuff, or we all-star?
Yeah, I guess we can do that. Yeah, we can do around the league with the all-star.
Okay.
There's really not a whole.
Yeah, I wasn't really much into this all-star thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, Norman Powell's all-star, great. Like, good for him. I don't really give a shit about this game, pretty much. I just want to. At this point, I'm already bored with the season. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of bored with the season, especially from a Spurs perspective. I'm like, it's pretty obvious what we need. Pretty obvious what's gonna happen. Possibly, maybe we get shocked and make it to the finals. I don't know, but so it's like, can we just hurry up and get to the playoffs already? Like, or at least the trade deadline and see what we're gonna like.
Absolutely.
Like, can we do something?
Yeah, right now it's just like. I agree with you. I'm kind of bored with the season too, man. I'm just like, okay, the biggest trade so far is Trae Young to the Wizards. He's not even playing.
Yeah, it's like not even playing. You're like, all right, cool.
I mean, Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder to the Cavs. I mean, okay.
Eventually, they're gonna have to choose between Donovan and Garland, and the slide Keanu too.
Yeah. I mean, you got the Hornets playing well. I mean, I guess give props to the Clippers, huh? Because, I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe
Kawhi,
they.
bro. He just woke up and decided to be Jordan again.
Yeah, he looks good. Harden looks good.
Yeah.
Jordan Miller off the
Our
bench
guy,
looks
Jordan
good.
Miller.
Yeah.
You heard it
I
here
guess
first.
let's go. We'll go with the All-Star selections.
Yeah.
Um,
Any snubs? I didn't
so
even look at the list of snubs, possible snubs.
okay, so we'll do the total,
Okay.
starting and then bench from each side. So starters for the West, you got Stephen Curry, Shea Gillis, Alexander, Jokic, Wemby, and Luka.
Oh yeah.
So that's your starters. Off the bench, you have Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Chet Holmgren. Let me get back. Denny Avdija. I always butcher his name. Kevin Durant, Jamal Murray, and Devin Booker. From the West, between the starting and the bench, what do you like? What would you change?
Let's see. I think I'm good. I kind of want to get Dylan Brooks in there, dog, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. That's my guy, Dylan Brooks, Dylan the villain, evil Danny Green.
Yeah.
No, not a LeBron, but who do I put instead of LeBron?
I mean, I think LeBron had to get in there because this might be his last year.
Jamal Murray's cooking, so I like that.
He is cooking. I agree.
Anthony Edwards is good. Devin Booker's still a mainstay.
Yeah, and depending on how long he's out with the ankle, he might miss the All-Star game, so he might have somebody to replace him.
Yeah. Who would get in? Who's next in line, you think?
Well, some snubs. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi. Kawhi. I mean, his scandal, probably, and his injury things, like maybe probably throws him off. But
Kawhi Leonard, James Harden is another one.
So winning is boring. Yeah, pretty much. No, at times it can be for sure. It can get very methodical through a long season. It's not like football. Like football only has a couple games. College football only has a couple games that you get really excited about. But the totality of the season, you're just like, especially you're not really winning. You don't get a regular season trophy. Like that doesn't mean anything. Like you get a pat on the back. You might get like, oh, that was a great season. High five. But it's about championships, my guy. Like, it's about championships for me.
So I guess
that's the real winning.
There's 4 players on the West that you could say got snubbed. Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Alperen Şengün, Dylan Brooks.
Did Jordan make it? No, right?
No.
I would like.
He'd be 5th on that list for me.
Yeah.
And then Laurie might be 6th.
Laurie didn't make it?
Nope.
No way.
Nope.
Damn. Jazz got a little snubbed.
From the starting lineup, I would take Curry out and start Anthony Edwards. That's just me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That's what I would do.
And Matt deserves it.
Yep. And then from the reserves, I would take LeBron out, but obviously it's a legacy thing. Chet, he does not deserve to be an all-star.
What is his number? I feel like he feels like a very good, like, I don't want to call him a role player, but like a very, a very
he's
good
average.
He's like a very good piece, but like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, Chet right now is averaging 17.7, 8.5 rebounds, 1.6 assists.
I want to feel that like at least 22. Can you give me 22?
With 2.1 blocks.
Very good defensive player, spreads the floor. Obviously has a big impact, but
yeah, but that's not all-star number worthy.
Yeah,
like, I can throw Kawhi in over him.
Yeah, I'd rather have Kawhi for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could have thrown a Harden in over him. Like I just don't think Chet deserved to be an All-Star game or in the All-Star
Yeah,
game. I
I'm
think
with you
that's
on that.
pretty.
I'm with you.
I think that was, and if you're gonna throw Chet in for because you want to have two players come from the number one team, you need to throw Fox in there with the Spurs.
True. The number 2 team.
Exactly. So I thought that was they were pushing him a little bit too much. I'm sure they may want the Chet Wemby storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We
but
all know what's gonna
whatever.
happen. We all know what's gonna happen.
Facts. From the East, starters Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and Tyrese Maxey. Um, who knows with Giannis because he might get traded. And we don't know.
You think it
I don't
happens?
know. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The Bucks are looking at offers.
You want it to happen right before the offseason? Or
Would
you
I
want
like
to
it
go
to
ahead?
happen? It's gonna make it interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Do I think it's gonna happen? I feel like they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna get an offer until the summer.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly feel. So, on the reserve, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Duren, Jalen Johnson, Donovan Mitchell, Norman Powell, Pascal Siakam, Carl Anthony Towns. Your thoughts starting in reserves?
Good piece. Good to hear some names. I think we make fun of Norman Powell, but he's
Balling.
balling. You can't really hate on that. Duran, your guy,
Yep. Well
definitely is
deserved.
taking leaps. Shout out to Detroit.
Yep.
Who else am I happy for?
Jalen
It's
Johnson, well deserved.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes, kind of the same archetypes, kind of those transition fours, ball handlers. They've showed out this year, for sure. I probably have Scotty Barnes over him just because defensively it's night and day.
Okay.
But Jalen Johnson's still very they're great players, and that's kind of like one of the big pieces in the league going forward is going to be those type of players, those archetypes. Pascal Siakam, I think, just kind of the you don't like it?
I don't get it. You're on the second to worst team in the East.
Yeah.
And you're only averaging 23.
Yeah.
No.
We put it in MPJ?
No, because he's on the worst team in the East. Brandon Ingram, why not?
Yeah. I mean, you probably like that spot's probably for like Paulo, Franz.
Paulo's not having that great of a year, so I wouldn't put him over Brandon.
Yeah, I know,
Ingram.
but I'm saying like in theory, that's where that spot is supposed to be going to.
Yeah, Franz has just missed a whole bunch of games.
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging 22.2. But yeah.
Would you rather just give it to Brandon Ingram?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have. He's averaging 21.9. I mean, the Raptors are what?
Fourth?
Fourth? Are they fourth right now?
Yeah. They're tied with the Cavs.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, yeah, why not? I saw somebody said Embiid. I said, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Giannis is, one of the best players in the league, but he's on a Bucks team that's not even in the play-in. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else would I have potentially? This is really about it. As far as guys who I think got snubbed. Can't really think of anybody else.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm just not hyped for the All-Star game this year. I don't know.
Well, I feel you.
And I've watched more basketball than I probably have this year than any year before prior. So it's like a little weird.
Yeah.
But, I enjoyed a lot of young teams. I feel like a lot of teams are like getting closer and closer to making that leap, and they're gonna be fun. That's probably been my funnest thing watching this year.
Yeah. I mean, you have I'm curious to see how they're gonna do this because with the format. You're supposed to have two American teams and one world team, since it's USA versus the world.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it. You got Luka, Shea, Jokic, and Wemby. They're all foreign. So that's 4 foreign guys right there. Then you have Jamal Murray, he's Canadian. That's 5. Then you have Denny. That's 6. Pascal is 7. Towns is 8. Giannis is 9. And then depending on what Donovan Mitchell does, I don't know if he's going to classify as USA or I think he's Dominican.
Yeah, I think so.
So, I mean, that could be, it's 9 or 10 people. Did he play for Team USA? Did Donovan Mitchell play for Team USA before?
I don't think so. I know he's been to the trials or whatever. He's been a part of the USA program.
Okay, well, if he's part of the USA program, then yeah.
I think I've seen him in scrimmage before.
Okay, well, then he'll probably classify as USA. So you got 9 guys out of the what? Out of the 24.
Yeah.
So that leaves you what? 15 to pick from. So you're gonna have one team that's gonna have 7 and one team that's gonna have 8. I mean, I feel and I don't even know if Booker is gonna play. You don't know if Giannis is gonna play. Shoot, be honest with you, you might have to throw in. We could. I just don't know how they're gonna do it. I feel like we might see Kawhi get the nod. If he doesn't, it'll be Harden most likely. Because you need more American players. Because you bring in Brooks, that's gonna be another foreign player.
Yeah.
And then from the East, who do you bring in? Bam? Jared Allen? I don't know.
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm so serious. I really don't know who you bring in.
That's crazy. You say Norman Powell made it over Bam?
I think Norman Powell's averaging
he was averaging like close to 27, I want to think, and I think he's probably around 24.
Yeah, I think he's shooting really good too. He's averaging 23. Ooh, he's gone way down.
Yeah.
What is he shooting this year?
Tyler Hero came back, so.
I
said Tyler Hero came back, so.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised they haven't traded him yet. He's shooting 39.2% from the 3. That's actually down from last year. He's averaging 3.6, 2.6. What the hell is Bam averaging? I'm curious. Bam's averaging 18.2, 9.8. I think that's actually low for him. Well, it's slightly above last year. Was he an all-star last year?
Norman Powell?
No, Bam.
I think so.
His 3-point percent, he's taking more threes, but it's slightly down from last year. Field goal percentage is down a little bit. He's taking about the same. Rebounding slightly up, assists are down, blocks are the same, steals are down, and his scoring is it's about the same. I don't know, man. We'll see. We will see. I think that's really all I have. Shout out, like I said, to the Clippers. They're doing good. Pistons, number 1 seed. Looking good. Cooper Flag and Khan, that was a hell of a game.
Oh, that was a hell of a battle, bro. Whew. What a game.
Love to see it, man.
Kind of sad Duke didn't dominate,
They should have won the championship. Bro. I'm still pissed they lost to Houston, man. Couldn't close out games. I don't know why my teams can't close out games, man. I don't get it. Anyway, all right, I'm done yapping.
All right, thank you everybody for coming through. We always tell you try to be more consistent. We'll try to keep doing. we'll see how that goes. But this is Spurs versus everybody post game show. Spurs versus Magic. It's my boy Marshall. Always a pleasure. Happy to. Make sure you check him out on Twitter at m_2best, or how's it?
Let me tell you. I don't even know, dog. Marshall Best 14.
Marshall Best 14. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. Spurs for everybody everywhere, of course. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we appreciate you being a part of the family, man. We'll catch y'all later. Peace. End it.